Hello everybody. In this video we're going to do a little bit of an angle investigation of triangles. So I urge you to watch this video after you've completed the investigation on your own. Okay, so for the success criteria I'm just going to clarify the question a bit. So it's a right triangle. Okay, so that has to be 90 degrees there. The hypotenuse is unknown, but the two side lengths are 2 and 2 each. And then your job is to find the angle here and the angle there. Okay. Hint would be to possibly fit this into a square. Okay. Okay, so in this investigation, you had to draw 5 different triangles: equilateral, isosceles, scalene, and acute, right triangle, scalene, and obtuse, and then find the sum of all the interior angles afterwards. Okay, so an equilateral triangle has all equal lengths. So if this is 1 centimeter, then each of these are 1 centimeter. Isosceles has 2 of the same lengths and also 2 of the same angles here and here. Scalene has all different side lengths. And then it says acute, so you have to make sure at least the angles here are acute. Right triangle we're familiar with, just to make sure there's a 90-degree angle. And then scalene and obtuse, you're going to get at least one angle that's obtuse. And an obtuse angle is an angle that's greater than 90 degrees. Okay, so there's our obtuse angle right there. So the next part of this table is to find the angles of each, vertex of the triangle. You would realize that in an equilateral triangle, all the angles are the same. So there's 60 degrees each, and then if you add them all up, you get 180. For the isosceles triangle, you get 2 of the same angles and another one, and then they all add up to 180 as well. Scalene and acute as well, they all add up to 180. The right triangle all add up to 180, and the scalene and obtuse all add up to 180. So you might notice a pattern here that the sum of all the interior angles, so if you add angle 1, 2, 3 of any triangle, you get 180 degrees all the time. Okay. So the rule, so we're going to write down a general rule. The sum of all the interior angles of any triangle is 180 degrees. Okay, first part is complete. Excellent. Now what we're going to do is use our new rule and apply them in this problem. Number 1, a right triangle has an interior angle of 30 degrees. What are the interior angles of the right triangle? So we have a right triangle. And since it's a right triangle, we already know one of the angles, don't we? Right, 90 degrees here. And then one of the angles is 30 degrees. So we're just going to write this here. It doesn't matter which one. The question doesn't specify. And then the remaining angle must be, you'd have to do a little math here, 180 minus 90 degrees minus 30 degrees to get our missing angle. So let's call our missing angle x. Okay. So x is equal to 180 minus 90 minus 30. So x is equal to 60 degrees. Okay. So that's the answer for our first one. In the second question, what we need to do is find the angle first and then solve for x. So in the first one, it's pretty straightforward. The angle is x. So we have 58 and 47. So we know all the angles add up to 180. So we can write a little equation here. 180 is equal to 58 plus 47 plus x. And then we can simplify it a bit, which is 105 plus x. And then we could subtract 105 on both sides. So then we end up with 75 on the left side of the equal sign and x on the right side, so x must be 75. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. So here, the same problem, very similar. We'll write an equation, 180 degrees is equal to 96 degrees plus 21 degrees plus x, and then we can simplify it by adding 96 and the 21, which just gives you 117, and then we're going to subtract 117 on both sides. Which gives you 63 degrees. Okay, so it's 63, so x is equal to 63 degrees. Okay, so you'll notice that in this third question here that there's 3x minus 1. So your job here is to first find the angle, and then solve for x here. So this means that after you find the angle has to be equal to 3x minus 1, and then you solve for x. So a little bit of algebra as well. So first we set it up by writing the equation 180 must be equal to 31 plus some angle. Let's call the angle A, plus 90, of course, because this is 90. Okay, so you want to simplify the right side of it. 90 plus 31, 121 plus A. Subtract both sides by 121. Oh, plus A, which equals 59. Okay, so A is equal to 59, right? But in the question, it's asking for x. They're saying this here is 59, right? Because the degree sign is there. So 3x minus 1, right, is equal to 59 if we want to write it down mathematically, because this is equal to 59, and because the degree sign is right there. Okay, and now we need to solve for x. So we just do a little algebra. We add 1. We need to isolate for x, so we add 1 on both sides. And then you're left with 3x and 60, and then you divide by 3 on both sides, which gives you 20. So x is equal to 20. So we can verify our answer by putting 20 back into x to see that we get the right angle. So let's try that. So 3, let me just change the color for verifying. 3 times 20 minus 1, which equals 60 minus 1, which equals 59, which works. Okay, so the answer is x is equal to 20. Okay, so that's all I wanted to cover for this video. Just make sure that you know that the sum of the interior angles of any triangle is 180, and then try out this success criteria question. Okay, and also complete the practice questions that I posted up. I'll see you next week. Bye.